Fearless and born, so cool and so strong. She knows, gets my folly. The biggest and best of smiles, yeah, bed when on guard. She makes me happy. Well, hey, hey, love of my life, hey, hey. Come and I'll fight every cock blocker that gets in my way. I'll rip their dick off and throw it away. The way that she moves, so groovy and smooth. But them boots were made for moshing, and I know I'm insane in the old membrane. But wallah, هي روح قلبي. Well, hey, hey, love of my life, hey, hey. Come and I'll find every cock blocker that gets in my way. I'll rip their dick off and throw it away. Hey, hey, love of my life, hey, hey. Come and I'll fight every cock blocker that gets in my way. I'll rip their dick off and throw it away. She's fearless and bomb, so cool and so strong. She knows, gets my folly. The biggest and best of smiles, I said. When on guard, she makes me happy. Nice.
you.
Interesting. Passion fruit, coconut, fruity flavored anything. LaCroix boy, you're like a dream, where it's sunny, funny all the time. Warm beaches, sand and soft skin. Will you give me anything if I give in? Taste the forbidden fruit. Try not to let on how much I want you. You feel inevitable. Will this fizzle out? I don't know, but you're hanging around. Mysterious stranger from out of town. I know what everyone talks about. LaCroix boy, do me a favor and keep it down on the low. I don't wanna share, and I don't want anyone else to know. LaCroix boy, you'll be the death of me, but I don't even care. If this can be something real, I'd follow you anywhere. Taste the forbidden fruit. Try not to let on how much I want you. You feel inevitable. Will this fizzle out? I don't know, but you're hanging around. A serious stranger from out of town. I know what everyone talks about. LaCroix boy. Ooh. What's it gonna take to make you mine? Will this fizzle out? I don't know. But you're hanging low. Mysterious stranger from out of town. I want what everyone talks about. Under my skin. Will you give me anything if I give in? Under my skin. Will you give me anything if I give in? Under my skin. Will you give me anything if I give in? Under my skin. LaCroix, LaCroix, LaCroix boy.
So it seems we'll no longer joy. Have you hit my friend? Like a poet without a pen, or a life without an end. Yeah, we knew it wouldn't last forever. Maybe someday we'll be free to confront the death of our childhood fantasy. Did you know you couldn't stay? Did you wish she could hold on? Tells you what I feel, what it feels like to be alone. Yeah. Are we coming apart to come together again? Are we coming apart to come together again? Are the way she used to. When I kiss her, I know it would do. I still love her with no regrets because my baby pays the rent. I don't want to leave her alone. Can't afford my own telephone. I love her with no regrets because my baby pays the rent. Because my baby pays the rent. Sleep with her, eat with her, wash my clothes like my food with her. When you go out every night, it's alright, yeah. I'm feeling alone. Can't afford my own telephone. My love with no regrets because my baby pays the rent. Because my baby pays the rent. She don't love gotta get out of here. Ooh, we gotta get out of here. Ooh, we gotta get out of here. Ooh, we gotta get out of here. Maybe it's time to admit defeat. You don't wanna be easy to beat. Sometimes you just gotta wash your hands after you tried everything you can. It's not about finishing the game, cause you can't stop if you don't wanna play. Ooh, we gotta get out of here. 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 Sometimes I dream about burning down everything in this town. Not looking back at the smoking decay, just glad that it's seen its day. It's getting harder to ignore how we treat each other so poor. Don't wanna waste my time in this funeral procession first in line. I just want this city at my back. We gotta get out of here. Ooh, 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 we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Ooh, 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 we gotta get out of here. Thanks, y'all.
I had a dream, and then I woke up. You were so nice, and didn't wanna get drunk. There's a war in my head, there are bees in my mouth, there is sand in my ears, nothing's coming down. Ozcat. Chew you up and spit you out. If I'm lucid and stuck, then you run through my head. I'm not in heaven or hell, but I pull out bed, and I cannot hesitate to call and complicate.
Guitars, guitars, guitars. Nothing gets rid of those pandemic blues like a new vintage guitar. Come on down to Real Guitars and get yourself a real guitar. 15 Lafayette Street off Mission in San Francisco. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to
5-ish.
realguitars.com. On Instagram at Real Guitars.
Do you like vintage clothing? We like vintage clothing. You should buy vintage clothing and stuff here at Heads or Tails. Not sure what to get your friends for their birthdays? Get them some sweet-ass accessories. They have zines for you avid readers and the Bay Area's hottest music. Check out this rack of vintage clothing. Buy it! Buy it all! Buy it here at Heads or Tails Collective in Oakland.
My favorite chicken place. Every time you go, you see a familiar face. When I go, I get my fix. They got fried chicken and drumsticks.
America. Hello, the world. Hello, the universe. It is I, once again, DJ Schmidt here for a new episode of Talking Schmidt Live at the Complex. Let's give it up, everybody. Yeah. Happy to be back here. It's good to be back in beautiful San Francisco, I tell you. I was just here last night, and it was awful. But today is a much better day because I am not working a graveyard shift. And we have some incredible music from some incredible musicians on our stage for you to enjoy tonight. But first, how was your Labor Day? You guys have a good Labor Day? Were you laboring enough? Hopefully not. Hopefully there was a nice appropriate ratio to labor to non-labor on your Labor Day weekend. I feel like most people I know didn't even know that we were on Labor Day weekend until
Labor Day weekend setup. There we go. I said Labor Day weekend 8 times in one sentence. We're off to a good start. I hit my quota for the week, but I had a great weekend. Got to see some family, got to work a little bit, put some bones in the pocket, which is always nice. And I did see the Prince Sign O' the Times live concert experience in IMAX, which that was incredible. I had been so long since I'd seen a Prince performance, either in person or in video form, and he truly was just the master. I mean, you can't even compete with his stage shows. But we're going to try our darndest here tonight because we have a band that has a lot of character and a lot of flair, and we're going to get to them in just a few minutes. But of course, it wouldn't be a show if we didn't have some stuff to talk about at the top. We got a fun announcement. This just kind of fell into my lap. It's been, well, not fell into my lap. It's been in the works for a while now. It's been about 2 weeks since I realized I should probably start plugging this situation we got going on. There's a fun, awesome, super cool, hip, groovy tunes time happening this October. The first weekend of October out at 924 Gilman. Maybe you've heard of it. And if you haven't, that's okay too. I'm sorry for being condescending. You're beautiful souls, each and every one of you. But our friends at Minor Chord Records are going to be having their very first seasonal showcase over 2 days out at 924 Gilman in Berkeley, starting on Friday, October 3rd and Saturday, October 4th. And I'm going to be hosting the entire weekend. The check cleared. I said, listen, if you can get my $500K, I'll do it. And they were like, listen, we had to put up so many things. Like, they don't have homes anymore. But you know what they do have? They got goddamn Schmidt on the reins, all right? I'm going to be leading the assault this coming weekend, or not this coming weekend, the weekend in the few weeks we got leading up to this. It's going to be a fun time, though. We got 2 days full of music, and let me tell you some of the bands that you can anticipate seeing at this beautiful festival. We have the one and only The Cruelty. Yep, that's right. We got them. The Strange Ones, Talking Schmidt at the Complex alumni. We got Lost Cosmos, Switch Crooks, The Lighting Section, Don't Tell Kate, Delta Wave, and the Hyperdrive Kittens. You like Don't Tell Kate. And the Hyperdrive Kittens, that's all going to be the first day on October 3rd. And then October 4th, Saturday, we got that awesome rock and roll stylings of Run Motor Run. They are absolutely incredible. Go listen to their music. We got the New Suburbans, Dark Satellite, who just released an album and played last weekend at Winter's Tavern for Charlie's birthday and the album release. Shout out to Charlie and the whole squad at Dark Satellite. We also have Mid-Course Correction, Lady Starbeast, who is a What's Poppin' alumni. We got a lot of people here. The Bay Area is very small when you think about it. I don't know why my voice is doing this, but we're sticking to it, damn it. And then we got Fuzzkit, Phantoms Forever, shout out to both of them, and Dylan O'Bannon holding it down as the first act that day. It's going to be awesome. It is $15, and it is all ages, everybody. So make sure you bring a couple bones, come support the arts, come hang out with your boy Schmitty here. When else do you get to see me in person? Never. I'm a reclusive fuck. Like, that's just what I do. I'm a turtle with anxiety issues. So imagine the shell. It's like a shell inside of a shell, and there's a turtle somewhere inside that shell floating around. Does that not make sense either to you?
That's a Pokemon.
That is a Pokemon, I think. I think I'm describing the actual act of a pocket monster here, but that was also my nickname in college. Anyways, moving on, we got one more thing to announce today, and it is a birthday for a musician that I think is arguably one of the most underrated blues guitar players of all time. Definitely, in my opinion, the most underrated king blues guitar player. The one and only Freddie King was born today, September 3rd, 1934. He was absolutely incredible. If you have not listened to Freddie King, I will find you. I will find you. And I will make you listen to Freddie King because he's incredible. Some of his guitar playing has been like, definitely, Clapton always said B.B. King was an influence on him, but I hear so much more of Freddie King's stylings, and I wonder if that's kind of like to keep it from being too noticeable with Clapton. He just clings on to B.B. King, as everyone should. But Freddie King was incredible. Cannonball, absolutely incredible. The best blues instrumental of all time, Hideaway. If you have not heard that song, go listen to Freddie King do it, and then go listen to John Mayall and the Blues Breakers featuring Eric Clapton do it, and you tell me which one's better. Okay, babe? Okay, babe? Both of them are incredible, and we just want to make sure and pay some respects to our lineage, to the kings before us that made music what it is today without people like Freddie King, without people like B.B. King, without people like Albert King, Albert Collins, all the amazing people from before our time. We probably wouldn't have the musical stylings like we do with Blue Indeed, or with The Strange Ones, or with Goof, or all these bands that have really just taken the classics and made it their own. And that's it. I just want to say happy birthday, Freddie King. We love you. Rest in peace. You are incredible, and you are always my favorite king, I must say. That being said, well, outside of all the kings and queens out there listening to us right now, you guys are the real winners here. Because you know what you're doing. You're watching Talking Schmidt live at the Complex, baby. Yeah. And we got a friggin' kick-ass band. Let me rephrase that. We got a hot shit band for you tonight. Because these boys are not only incredible musicians, not only are they incredibly fun to watch, they are just the sweetest human beings ever. Everybody got hugs. Everyone's hugging each other when you walk into the studio today. It's a good vibe. I literally have hugged all the guests that have come through the studio today, and it's a warm feeling. In this day and age, who the heck's even wanting to hug anymore? But I'll tell you who. The damn people on that stage. They're trying to make a difference to their music. I need a sec. I just need it.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Soldier boy, tell him. Not today. You're a fighter. You're a soldier. Anyways, I'm sorry. All right. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? How do you like my shirt? Okay, enough ADHD. Let's get to brass tacks, everybody. As per usual, I do a little write-up for each of our guests here on the show, and this week is no exception. And boy, are we going to have some fun with these boys. So let me go ahead and kick off with my official Talking Schmidt, world-famous, around the world, times 10, the Pope of Beantown introduction speech for our guest tonight. Beginning with, in the musical world, there are certain things that make certain bands stand out amongst a sea of noise. Sometimes it's the incredibly dashing and charismatic lead singer, one with a voice that soothes and croons you into a state of seductive bliss and keeps you coming back for more. If not that, is it the thunderous boom and pulsating drive and flash and groove of the baddest motherfucker on stage, the drummer? Or at least that's what every drummer I've met has told me so far, so you be the judge of that. And if not that, could it be the sonic wizard, aka the guitar player that enthralls you to the point of not being able to blink, using their alchemy and magic to create a swirling concoction of tonal amazement and riff mastery that will make you pick your jaw up off the ground multiple times throughout a set? And then there is the bass player. So that being said, most bands are in desperate need of one or all four of these key ingredients in order to create an environment that truly makes you feel of all the things needed to have a good time. I'm so sorry, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't help myself. But lucky for you listeners tonight, this band has all of those things. What are the odds? Even a bass player, the key, the heartbeat, the pulse of every song. Stitching together a slew of influences to create a style of rock and roll that I've never heard before, that from bands that exist, something that they call Cro-Magnon rock. It is quite apparent that tonight's band is in a lane all their own. Whether blowing your face away with new age riffs and rhythms that bring to mind modern artists like St. Vincent and King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, shout out, or touching on the classic foundations of art rock like Frank Zappa and Captain Beefheart, to name a few. This band you're about to see is incredibly beautiful in both their approach to musical writings and how they deliver it on stage. With the release of their latest EP, Cro-Magnon Boogie, earlier this year, it is quite apparent that this band is putting in work, because these boys are incredible, and I highly suggest that you go check them out at the end of the show. But for now, just hang tight, because they're about to blow you away in your living rooms. To the folks watching this, I hope you washed behind your ears tonight, because you are about to receive some sensual yet consensual nastiness in the form of this Cro-Magnon rock band. It is my privilege, my honor, and most definitely in my job description to introduce you to tonight's guest on Talking Schmidt live at the Complex, the East Bay Zone, Blue Indeed, everybody.
away from himself. That got original shock. Now he's speaking out in black and white with your name on his tongue. When he keeps you in mind, it's a question. Not shock, not shock, not shock. Not shock, not shock, not shock. Begin with the beat and hop, and his gravity smeared. Too afraid to conceal underneath the hot. There's a small shock with the trumpeting tongue, who's never fallen for love. Makes it seem like it's not beneath him. Owns a stretch of a silver eye. Eats through self-esteem in no time. Take a step in the wrong direction, away from the original genre. Steeped in black and white. In love with himself. Take a step in the wrong direction, away from the original shock and addiction. Not shock, not shock, not shock. Not shock, not shock, not shock. Begin with the beach and hop, and he's gravity smeared. Too afraid to conceal underneath the hat. There's a small shock with the trumpeting tongue, who's never fallen for love. Not shock, not shock, not shock. Not shock, not shock, not shock. Begin with the beach and half, and his gravity smeared. Too afraid to conceal underneath the hat. There's a smaller shock with a trumpeting tongue, who's never fallen for love. That was a new one. We call that one Not Jacques. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if the word would just say it's true, can't change no time when you need it. Just as you like it, but this place don't stay the same. COVID cut us, still away from coin-tossed highs. And if the word would just say it's true, and don't you hide behind that talk. And if the word would just say it's true, is what you want. Can you see through such attrition what this says to you? Just as you like it, but this place don't stay the same. Hoping through our lives, wither away, still turn over. You said you like it when you're breathing in the wings now. Got something wrong, you speak throughout your tongue. We sabotage your waist, now how does freedom taste? Can ya tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? Can ya tell that shame? It still wasn't what you thought it to. That choked up image turns, reflects congested taste. And if you separate the feeling from the and compare it, what's replacing you? What's replacing you? What's waste. Now how to spend our days. Can you tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? You said you like it when you're breathing in the wings now. Got something wrong, you speak throughout your tongue. You sabotage your waste. Now how to spend our days. Can you tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? Can you? You say it's true. Can ya tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? And if it would, you say it's true. Can ya tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? And if it would, you say it's true. Can ya tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? Don't you like it when you're breathing in the wings now? Got something wrong, you speak throughout your tongue. You sabotage your waste, now how to spend our days. Can ya tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? Can you tell that shame? Can ya tell that shame?
You want one more?
Yo, yo, yo. That is what I'm talking about, everybody. Blue comma, indeed. Blue comma, indeed. For the love of God, if I find someone out there forgetting to use the proper fucking punctuation for these boys when you're looking for them or talking to them, put the respect on their names. Why don't you do us a little favor here, and for the folks at home, obviously I know you. Why don't you take a little round around the room and introduce yourselves to the fine viewers at home. Let them know who's playing some music. Let's start a stage right guitar, Mr. Wizardry Master himself.
My name's Louis Lewis, and I went to college for this hat.
Well, honestly, worth more than a diploma probably these days. Am I right, folks? Oh, shots fired at the failing systems we have in place.
What am I, my debt?
We love you, Louis. It's good to see you here, sir.
Thanks.
I'm very happy to have you here. What about that sexy some gun right there in the middle? Me? The captain to everyone's Tennille.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
My name's Victor Ramon.
You're damn right it is. Playing the friggin' St. Vincent, baby. I love that guitar. That little bow tie is beautiful. Makes me want some pasta, damn it.
I know. Isn't it beautiful?
See what you're doing? You're making me feel all sorts of way, Victor. Well, and now who's that turning around fanning themselves in the back with that 4-string git fiddle right there? Who we got right there?
Step on up.
Why don't you step on up and say what's up to the fine folks? What's your name, sir?
Hello, I'm Steven.
Steven! Welcome to the party, my friend. And then, of course, laying it down, just the grooviest, the tastiest, the sexiest drums I've ever heard of.
Ooh.
The one and only Mr. Johnny in the back. Yeah, that's right. I can cut to you on the camera. You bet your sweet ass I can. Put your hat back on. How dare you? This is not... What is going on here, guys? This whole show is in shambles, but... why don't you tell us a little bit about that last song you performed for us, Victor? I know you guys were saying you played some new music. What's going on with that last track you played? What's it called?
Well, that last one we played is called Noctuide Hypoxica, and that's on that EP you referenced earlier, Cro-Magnon Boogie.
Which is available everywhere, and you should go listen to it.
Anywhere you guys like, that's where it's at.
Exactly. Wherever you can get your music, go make sure and support these guys. And also make sure to give them a little Instagram bump. Tell them Talkin' Schmidt gave them the Instagram bump by following them at Blue Indeed Band. No comma, though. They don't really like punctuation at Instagram. I don't know what that is. Is it like a coding issue,
well,
maybe?
Like, everything feels that way. When we put out our first record, actually, it got split in between two bands, Blue and Indeed, because we put a comma. Funny enough, though, there was a band called Blue, and because of that, I think we got something like, 15,000 streams on that record.
Are you kidding
because
me?
of that.
Take that money. No, my band, I was in Overland, had the same thing. There was like 12 different Overland bands, and a lot of them were like DJs or like a collaboration. Like we had like 50 albums apparently in our collective catalog. And I'm like, we have 2 EPs at best. And one of them we only tell people about. So, well, make sure you guys go give them a follow. We still got some more music from these Bad Mamma Jammas, but at least now you know the names to these beautiful faces that you're watching. And you guys are absolutely killing it. We're having a good time up here. Fists are in the air. It's getting nasty up here. We're getting sweaty. It's foggy. We're having a good time listening to your music, which
I'm really sweaty.
I feel like that's a side effect of a Blue Indeed show, right? A little musty, a little sweaty at the end, but feeling all right.
As you should.
As you damn should. I love these guys so much. I'm so happy we had you guys on. I've been, like, ever since the incarnation of the show, you were legitimately one of the first 3 bands that I was like, well, I got to have them on. I got to have friggin' Blue Indeed. I got to have the Strange Ones, and I want to have the Helltones, like... And so far, I've hit my quota this year, and it's only going to get better for future episodes. But for right now, we got the best episode you could possibly be watching right now on our Twitch channel. So thank you for being here with us. I know you guys got some more music. You guys ready to play a couple more tracks for us, and then we'll go to some interviews afterwards, and we'll really pick your little blue brains.
Oh my god, I'm so ready.
Oh my god, let's go! Ooh woo! Ooh woo! Am I doing it right? Ooh woo! If you could have heard the audible sigh. All right, we're going back. We're going back to it. Blue Indeed, everybody. Talking Schmidt live at the Complex. Make sure you subscribe and follow. I see what you're doing.
To show these old bones. Hold no more secrets, you know what's been taken along besides the thought. All for what is good, I wouldn't know it the same. Put my hand to the page, not one line, not even one at all. All for what? And what is patience? Don't try to keep it on your own. With sober tongue so spewing nothing still add up to something after all. That swallowed pride, it's only human this time. Just do it as you know. No way to get around it. Even though you're not responsible without being a board to lurch forward. Don't want to, but you might as well. My poor angry soul, weak as he's anchored so slow, it's all shown, dim to the bones, wrinkles and folds, skin's gone from brilliant to dull, it's all sold, grimace and moan, as if to ignore, this corpse will never be yours no more than it's his own, skin peeled to bone, ownership's carried along to the sun, burned to the core, steady no more, I've got nothing to show. All for what? All
We got some Blue Indeed, everybody. They are just, not only are they incredibly, they have that Cro-Magnon rock sound, which definitely has the rock and roll feel to it. And if you don't know what Cro-Magnon rock is, you're getting a crash course in it here tonight. But as you can see, they are incredibly delicate and incredibly beautiful. And I got to do all the fading lever switches I wanted to with this song, and it worked perfectly. So thank you for giving me that opportunity, because I'm usually the first one to abuse the fade switch. But you guys forced me to use the fade switch, and I love you for that so much. Ladies and gentlemen, more from Blue Indeed. Take it away, gang.
I do it for love. I do it for so much less. I do it for love. I do it for so much less. Budding palms tap roots along when breath makes wind and push that tired frog branch slacked against a sleight of hand dance to feel the pallid skin again. They do, they do, they do, they do, they do. Heart rockets singing from my throat. Bush painted palms through wooden bangs that grow in rings for so much less, so much less. Mining want from what is just three tiny hands that swirl, make room in tides. On the tip of my tongue, sweat to sour the blood. Now that I want to be nothing. We got a tune again.
Hey, what's part of being a musician if not having to tune between songs? Am I right, guys?
I think it's our best skill.
I think so. Honestly, most musicians, and I would say this, most musicians, it's probably not their best skill, which is unfortunate. Because there's certain bands I've seen where I'm like, how do you not figure out that you know, hey, whatever. I'm also what's the word? An asshole. So keep that in mind. But speaking of assholes, I'm going to talk about me for a second while we got Blue Indeed tune in here. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's the only thing I do. I don't do Facebook. I don't do the Twitters. I don't do the Tic Tacs. I don't do anything of that nature. I am purely analog digital, which is a thing. Don't look it up. Find me on Instagram at Talking Schmidt Live. I love the hands. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Talking Schmidt Live for all the fun stuff. I do the radio show in Vallejo every Monday when I'm not working, which is always a fun time. I also do What's Poppin' whenever I'm available to come into the studio, which I believe is a new episode happening next Monday. this coming Monday. Not even a week away. What are you doing? Put it in your calendar. It's days away. One day after Sunday. I think Monster Jam's in town too, so that's very appropriate to do that. And while I got you here, let's talk a little bit more about Talking Schmidt live at the Complex, because not only do we have Blue Indeed here in the studio tonight, who are absolutely incredible. You are blowing the minds of everyone up here. But we also have some alumni in the studio, and they got some people behind the cameras from maybe this little band you've seen on my show called Tabby's Dream. I want to say Tabby's Motherfucking Dream, but I didn't want anyone to Google Tabby's Motherfucking Dream and not be able to find it. The band is called Tabby's Dream. They are incredible. They were so much fun. One of these surprise guests on the show this year that absolutely blew me away and just stole my heart. They have some new music that just got released, and that is very exciting because it is the first songs they have ever recorded and released. So now, if outside of being able to see them live, which I recommend you do because that is the best way to see a band, you can now listen to them. They've got Intertwined and Doorstop available on all your streaming sites. Wherever you get your music, you can go check out Tabby's Dream, and I believe there's an apostrophe in Tabby's Dream. We're keeping it punctual. We're keeping it grammatically correct here. It is a beautiful thing. We are so educated. I mean, look at those boys. They're so goddamn stoic. They're so stoic. Oh, my God. And then he hits you with the friggin' model pose like it was nothing? All right. I'm getting hot and bothered. I'm going to go need to get a friggin' wet wipe for this leather couch I'm sitting on. We'll be right back. We got a little bit more music
Schmidt.
from the boys in Boy in Blue. The boys in Blue, comma, Indeed. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because they're coming right at you right now. Take it away.
I heard you saving yourself, but saving yourself ain't saving me. Heard you say it, all that mentions you can't be that. Sorry, you know it. You can't be me that you leave. You won't take only offer. So count out on your fingers and fill up all your told. You can't be me that you leave. You won't take only offer. So count out on your fingers and fill up all your told. You can't be me that you leave. You won't take only offer. So count out on your fingers and fill up all your told. Say it, all that mentions you can't be that. Sorry, just to do that thinking earns you highest honors. Children that must be of self-defeat. I heard you say it, all that mentions you can't be that. Sorry, you know. You can't be that truly. You can't take only offer. So count out on your fingers and fill up all your told. You can't be live that truly. You won't take only offer. So count out on your fingers and fill up on the upper. So count out on your fingers and fill up all your toes. You can be live actually. You won't take on the upper. So count out on your fingers and fill up all your toes.
That was a new one.
You'd bet your sweet ass it was. What was the name of that song there, fellas?
That one's called Sorry You.
Sorry You. Is that like a abbreviative, like a associative of like Michigan U or like Wisconsin U?
Like
what is the
you,
collegiate
Schmitty.
affiliation?
I feel sorry for you, Schmitty. That's
Hey!
Yeah.
I'll take some sympathy. It's a good day for
I
it.
got some for you.
What's that song about? How'd you guys come up with that little groovy tune there? And how did you determine how many fake out endings was appropriate for this song?
I guess we can't because we've been experimenting with more thematically consistent songs, and this song we wrote about someone that doesn't take responsibility, kind of like pins it on other people. It's not that you actually pity someone; they're sorry for you, like passive aggressively.
Yeah,
a little passive aggressiveness goes a long way in this day and age, and honestly, I've been saying that for far too long, probably. But I love the theme on that, and I do love the tones you guys are getting. You guys are definitely having a lot of fun on the stage, and I think that's a big part of being in a band is being able to just let loose and know that you got your boys got your back, and that you are with this, you are in it together, and you are gonna just dominate the stage, which you've been doing so far this evening. So we applaud you guys. I know we were talking about some sets. Do you guys have one more? Would you like to take a little break, perhaps? Let's take a little break. Let's take a breather. We're going to cut to a commercial. We will be back here in a little bit with just the boys in blue, indeed. Blue, comma, indeed. They're going to be on the couch. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are watching Talking Schmidt live at the Complex, featuring the one and only Blue, indeed. Who's hungry?
Drinking that slop. When's it gonna stop? When's it gonna stop? Standing in line to the very last drop. When's it gonna stop? Kiss a drink, woodcock, kiss a drink. Kiss a drink, woodcock, kiss a drink. Kiss a drink, woodcock, kiss a drink. Kiss a drink, woodcock, when's it gonna stop? Oh, tell me about it. That they're talking about? Who made the vicar scream and shout? Oh, you chatting up, baby, on the back of the bus, making us a fuss. Kiss a drink, woodcock, kiss a drink. Kiss a drink, woodcock, kiss a drink. Kiss a drink, woodcock, kiss a drink. Kiss a drink, woodcock. Bye-bye to the band on the run. While the bells are cheap and long, now the band has just begun. You're just burning old. Thing I can do, give us a video. Give us a video. Whoa, give us a video. Why not till I go? Why no, 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 no. Why no, 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 no. Why no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, you don't.
Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome to the Complex here in beautiful downtown San Francisco. I am your pal, Steve Ward Moore, and this is What's Poppin', the Bay Area's arts and entertainment talk show. Each episode features hilarious and insightful interviews with local Bay Area celebrities. Also, the people behind the scenes of the coolest venues and events happening in the Bay Area. We have a brand new house band that comes in to perform live for us right here and for you at home on your devices. Join us every other Monday, twitch.tv/thecomplexsf. Be a part of the revolution, be a part of the family, and you never know who's gonna stop by the studio over here.
Soundwaves, the long-running Bay Area music brand, is partnered with the Complex Recording Studio in San Francisco to showcase weekly live performances shot at the Complex SF and to further shine a light on the wild, wonderful Bay Area music scene. Watch full episodes at soundwavestv.com or at 1077thebone.com. Find out more about the Complex at thecomplex-sf.com.
Do you like vintage clothing? We like vintage clothing. You should buy vintage clothing and stuff here at Heads or Tails. Not sure what to get your friends for their birthdays? Get them some sweet-ass accessories. They have zines for you avid readers and the Bay Area's hottest music. Check out this rack of vintage clothing. Buy it! Buy it all! Buy it here at Heads or Tails Collective in Oakland.
Look, I got a hat on my head, everybody.
So cute.
Isn't that silly? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the program. I felt left out of the hat party. I mean, Louis over here always has the coolest hats in my life I've ever seen. The only person who comes close is my dad's friend Jack, but you, sir, one of these days you can be Jack level. But you're my Jack, so we love having you here.
Thank you.
Blue Indeed on the couch, everybody. Blue Comet Indeed, everyone. Thank you for being here. We love you guys so much. Do you guys find the place okay? You guys get parking and all that good? Everything was a smooth trip on the way into the city today?
Yeah, there was a bit of a pee smell, but it was in the car on the way here, not like not outside the car.
Well, I mean, that's just going to happen. Well, it's a 30-minute ride. You expect me to hold it the entire time? Like, this is ridiculous. So
it's hard out here.
It is hard out here, and not just for a pimp, as we learned in Hustle and Flow, but I got a couple pimps sitting right here, respectfully, and I had to bust out the fancy hat because, like I said, I can't leave Louis sitting here by himself in the hat world.
I appreciate it.
No problem, brother. We're solidarity here. These guys have been with me for a long time. They actually were one of the first bands I've had on my radio show in the last few years when I started introducing more stuff. And I actually have a fun little reintroduction to you to an old friend of yours you might remember, Johnny.
Oh, gosh.
Why don't you go ahead and read what that says right on there?
Oh, Buddy Brunch.
Yep, those are his
What
ashes.
happened to Buddy Brunch?
So Buddy Brunch has this tendency to die every year. It's very unplanned and sporadic and very natural. But that was the last time he was around. He was cremated and had to be resurrected from it. But that's what's left of old Buddy Brunch there. So
Buddy.
Johnny was one of our fine guests on the Mimosa Minute and one of my favorite interviews I've done all time, second only to the rest of Blue Indeed. And I think tonight, this episode, this interview, gonna be the new favorite. It's gonna be. I'm wearing my Oshis, which that would be a great female cover band for the OCs.
Oshis.
You can use that one, whoever's out there.
Oshis.
But I got the right hat, I got the right shirt, and I got the right boys, and I got the right time because it is 7:57 here in San Francisco, California. And we're gonna get started here with a very important question that's been on my mind since day one of meeting you guys. Question number one: what's with the comma?
It's important.
What is?
Because people forget about the comma, man.
They do.
You know?
Punctuation is key, and it's a very lost art.
Like the Oxford comma.
The Oxford comma.
You need it, and that's all. We're just trying to highlight the lack of commas in the world and the usage of punctuation. We feel like grammar is really important.
And it has gone to the wayside with like social media and texting and shorthand, everything.
How often do you use a period? Think about it.
I'm on the same boat as you. I'm the grammar police. I use proper punctuation, capitalization.
Yeah, you capitalize. Perfect.
English was always my favorite class, and not just because I spoke it, they always said, which is a horrible joke. Stupid. Not even funny at all, but I say it anyways. And grammar is important. I use it in all my text messages, so that's why I'm a proud supporter and staunch supporter of your use of the comma in the grammatical sense. So we appreciate you guys. You guys are keeping it strong and keeping a foundation going. Let's talk about your origins. How did this group, comma, Blue, sorry, my ADD, my OCD is kicking in, my Blue, comma, Indeed, how did you guys form? How did you guys meet?
Well, him and I.
John,
this and I.
You twos, these two guys.
Victor and I met. God,
I think we were in 8th grade. We
were in 8th grade.
Oh wow, that far
14
back.
maybe. 14. So we're 27 this year.
27 this year.
Don't look a day over 25.
And and we didn't play any instruments, and we said let's be in a band, and we went through the name.
Iron Biscuit.
Iron Biscuits was a name.
Yes.
The Snallywhackers.
Gulp. What gulp with an exclamation point?
Gulp
as you see,
you have to.
The punctuation goes all the way back.
You want to just be any old gulp. You want to be a freaking strong gulp.
You want to be gulp.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's great. That's an awesome. Gulp is a great band name. What was the other one?
The Snallywhackers. And that was actually with the upside down and right side up exclamation.
It is.
Look at you guys. You guys really
been
do not
huge.
fuck around when it comes to grammar.
Not at all.
The contronyms as well.
We were the contronyms. That was shortly before we found him on the street. Yeah. He was just a boy.
He was just a lad. I mean, this is John Boy right here.
That's John Boy.
You are talking about John Boy.
It's correct.
It's true.
It's very true. I mean, the fact that I've seen you guys play, you guys have really had a big glow up in the last year. I feel like you guys have been playing a lot of shows, and the fact you've been releasing new music and you're playing new music for us now, you guys have a lot of stuff on the horizon, which I'm very excited to get to in a little bit. But I still want to talk origin. So when was the first time, Johnny, what was your first experience? Did you know these two boys before joining the band? Like, what was it like meeting them and ingratiating them into your life?
Also, do you moisturize?
And do you moisturize? Immediate follow-up. Great question.
I'll answer the moisturizer question first.
That's fair. That's fair.
I do.
What kind do you like to use usually?
Well,
specific brand maybe?
I kind of move between brands, but recently my mom sent me one in the mail that has like aloe.
That's all you need.
Because it's one that works for her skin, and it's been doing pretty good. It smells nice too.
Yeah, who doesn't love a nice aloe? It reminds me of like coming back from a beach day and like getting that sunscreen or that sunburn kind of treatment going on a little bit. That's bittersweet feeling. But what was it like when you first started playing with these guys? Was it when you guys were coming up with your approach to music and what you want to do with the band? Did you guys already have a pretty locked in idea of what you want to do, or did you kind of have to work with each other to figure out the lane of music that is Blue, comma, Indeed?
Definitely, like when we first met, we had very different ethos from one another. I was really into a lot of like dad rock and stuff like that, and they were into a lot of like indie and like art rock and things like that. They introduced me to like avant-garde music and things that were kind of crazy and out of my realm. And definitely my first impression of them was, who are these pretentious motherfuckers? And over time, they definitely came my way, and I also came their way.
Exactly.
And
now you're a pretentious motherfucker, and it's a beautiful thing. That's what makes a good band.
Anybody who knows me knows.
Oh, absolutely. And anyone who's had 5 minutes in this guy, you're like, in this guy. 5 minutes in this guy. I mean, either or, take it or leave it, however you get down. But
we don't judge.
What I meant to say is expletive, we will delete this. This is not going to happen. So anyway, Steven, what's it like playing in Blue Indeed?
It's nice.
It's very nice.
I've seen them over the years. I've been around. I saw them play at Honey Hive when it was around, RIP. And I've just been a fan. And then they finally asked me to
They got their shit together.
I'm the guy for the job, but they wanted to try some other people first. But
that's fair.
Yeah, we did some tryouts.
Hey, it's all right. Hey, go ahead, let them try. I'll be right here waiting by the phone. I know it's going to call. And I will say this. I've seen them with renditions of this band. You really do fit in perfectly, and it put like such an amount of joy in my heart watching you guys play, because I know the struggles of trying to, new band members coming in, band members leaving, trying to figure out and get a lineup change can be so difficult sometimes. And watching you step in and just absolutely crush the role, like I feel like I agree. They should have been playing with you a long time ago, Steven. I'm in your boat, goddammit.
I do want to piggyback on that.
We love you, Steven.
Steven is a trooper. We hit him up, I want to say, like, a few weeks ago, and we were like, hey, you want to play with us?
And they like learn every single song.
Yeah, we're like,
yeah.
Well, we have a whole.
Perfect. That's fair. It's not a hard task.
He said, send me the demos, and I'll show up, and I'll know them. And he did.
Damn straight.
It was beautiful.
No,
it was so beautiful.
You've got such a fun bouncing around tone that fits with their kind of angular chaos that's going on, and then Johnny's just succulent grooves in the background. You fit very well. So I'm happy to have you be a part of the crew, and I'm happy to see you guys playing in this lineup. Let's talk about your sound. I think I actually emailed you this question earlier. I said, if you had to describe your sound using another band's name, song, or album title, what do you think would be a suitable choice to describe what Blue, Indeed is? And we could take it down the horn if everyone's got something they want to throw in.
Help.
Immediately, collectively, help. That's a good one. What makes you say help? Why is it help? Is there such a desperation in the music you got to get out?
Because you're going to need it.
You're going to need it. You're goddamn right.
Yeah. We leave a lot.
I mean, we could talk later, Louis, but
help.
we leave everything out there for you.
Blink twice, John. There you go. Oh, we got one. Shit. Now he's not. Don't blink for the rest of the show. Oh, okay. He's cheating.
Blinking so much.
Cheating ain't cheating, everybody. But I think help's a fun one. Any other songs or anything like that come to mind, or is help basically the overall goal of like you're gonna need our help to get through life?
Frownland.
What the hell is Frownland? How have I never heard of that one?
You mentioned Captain Beefheart earlier.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. That's definitely a song of theirs I probably have no idea about, but they've got a vast catalog, which is fair. But I think help is a perfect description because you guys have such a unique style and approach to not only just your songwriting and your performance, but like I don't know anyone who sounds like you, but I've seen you play on bills with comparable bands that suit really well. So you have this uniqueness that makes you stand out while also still being able to be like socially acceptable, if that's the right word. Like you play well with others.
Yeah, we do
Obviously.
our best.
No, you guys are really great. You guys are awesome people outside of being on stage. Like I said, I've known you for I probably knew you for about a year or two before actually meeting the boys in the band.
We've known each other for like 4 years, maybe.
Probably even closer to 4 years, because it was like right around the end of COVID. I started coming down to the spot I used to work at and all that, and we used to hang out. And that sweetheart in the back over there, I used to see her at the same spot. We got some fun people in the crowd, and I like to associate myself with good people. And you guys are definitely that, so I'm glad you're here. And let's go ahead and hit you with another one of my world-famous questions here. Your latest batch of recordings, Cro-Magnon Boogie, was released earlier this year. Can you tell us a little bit about that recording process? Like, where did you guys record? Was it done in-house? And how was the songwriting done for this EP?
Well, first of all, we did it at Santos Studio with the incredible Jason Kick. He was so kind. And honestly, the songs would not have turned out the way that they did if it was not for the amount of work that he put into them.
Shout out Jason.
Yeah, he was incredible. We sent him some demos, and we showed up day one, and he had cut up, time stretched, and tempo mapped two of the songs to what he thought they should be.
Yeah,
and we were like, this is exactly. And I mean, if you guys go and listen to it, it's Circa Now. And what was the other one that he did? Was it Steveland?
I think it was Steveland.
Those two, and if you listen to them, they're absolutely fucking crazy. So the fact that he went through bar by bar to time stretch and tempo map them is just absolute fucking insane work.
Yeah, and the fact that it just shows he has that compassion and that kind of commitment to not only what he's doing as a profession, like I'm being paid to do this, I should be professional about it, but he just kind of meshed well with you guys, which is how me and George met with my old band. We came in to record one time, and then that was basically where we recorded for the rest of the band's existence.
Oh, yeah.
We love hanging with them, and when you find that right producer, it just really opens up a world of possibilities for just your writing, your recording, and everything. What about you guys? Are there any memorable moments that stick out from the recording process, or any particular songs that you think really represent the band at its peak right now, or do you feel like you're still trying to reach that peak a little bit?
We're always on to the next thing.
Always aspiring.
That's a perfect model. I think that's a good kind of flow to have there. So
Yeah.
Well, and as you see today, we've played. Oh well, there's 2 more new songs for us to play in this set, and I guess we're spoiling, but it's a great time. We're working on our next EP, which is called Degenerate Pop.
Yes. Okay.
And that's
Perfect.
to contrast the Cro-Magnon boogie aspect of it. But these next batch of songs are a little lighter, a little poppier, a little less prog, and distorted guitar.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys have definitely mastered and cornered that market. You guys know how to get weird and nasty in a very fun rock and roll way, but hearing the kind of more, not ballady, but the softer tones that you guys were coming up with was really, really refreshing. So it's nice to see that kind of dichotomy with your music, and I'm excited for that progression of a new style of writing for you guys, because you guys are just absolutely incredible. I love what you guys do, and that's why you're sitting here on the couch with us right now. Everybody at Blue Indeed Band on Instagram. If you want to follow them, follow me, Talking Schmidt Live. That being said, we got a little bit of a segment here. Alana, I'm looking at you. So if you've watched the show before, if you're familiar with the show, we do a little thing called Dave Has a Question. There is a radio station in the East Bay called The Beat of Diablo. Oh. And there's a man named Dave Hughes who is the host of said beat of said Diablo. And he has been kind enough to be able to collaborate with us and work on a new segment we like to call Dave Has a Question. Alana, take it away. Or should I say Dave it away? I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. Dave, go ahead. Don't do that.
What's up? Dave here from the Beat of Diablo with a question for Blue Indeed. Given the fact that one of the biggest struggles for independent artists is finding their audience, I often wonder with bands that have exciting, different sounding music like you guys, Cro-Magnon rock or degenerate rock, whatever you'd like to call it, bands also like Fifafum or Gumby's Junk. When your music is less accessible, how do you find your audience? Are there particular venues here in the Bay Area that are more welcoming of these more challenging flavors of rock and roll?
Hang on one sec real quick. Okay, we're good. I just had to get that out of my system. So shout out to Dave, Beat of Diablo. What do you guys think? Are there any venues that I feel like a lot more catering to newer sounds that you've experienced, or has it been kind of an uphill battle finding venues to suit your mastermind craziness of rock and roll technicalities?
Well, firstly, I want to say being compared to bands like Fifafum and Gumby's Junk is definitely whatever the opposite of humbling is.
That is so incredible. My ego is so inflated.
Those bands are incredible.
Yeah, shout out to Gumby's Junk. They just played their album release last week at Great American. They're absolutely incredible band, but we're talking about you guys right now.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think are some of your favorite venues that you've played at? Maybe some of the most welcoming venues to your style, if any stick out in particular.
I mean, Kilowatt's great. We played like a
Knockout.
Yeah, Knockout's great. We played like a math rock night a couple months ago at Kilowatt, and that was great.
Well, in fact, we played with Fifafum.
We played with Fifafum.
It was incredible. Actually, that's funny. We met. Jason Kick was doing sound for us at Knockout, and he was the one who was like, "You should come record with me." And we were like, "Please, fucking please, absolutely, would love to." So actually, it hasn't been hard for us to find shows, I'll be completely honest. I think I have to chalk it up to our insane charisma and our wonderful good looks that
goddamn right.
People just hit us up. We always have somebody who's like, "Hey, do you want to play?" And we're always like, "God, please, thank you. I don't have to do any work this week. It's so nice."
Right, exactly. You just want me to show up and play? Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. That's perfect. No, and you guys do have a lot of charisma, and I think that comes through also just not only with you on stage, but like hanging out with you backstage and seeing you, smoking a cigarette outside the show.
Yeah.
And you guys come out. It's always just a fun, light hang, and you guys are incredibly just... The charisma and the sensuality is just dripping wet. Like,
don't
if
get me
you
started.
felt my stomach right now, half would be disgusted and half would have to turn away from the camera to hide the arousal that's happening. Like, that's what I get when I'm around you guys. It also could be the hat, and it's also a hot summer day. But I'm giving you guys absolute full credit. You guys are beautiful. Shout out to Dave. I'm looking at you, Louie. I'm looking right at you, bud.
Louie has something to say.
I'd like to add that it also helps that we're all more than 6 feet tall.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. I had to look up to everyone when I walked in, and that's usually a pretty hard feat for me. But you know what? It's always a pleasure.
They're
a pleasure.
They're currently shout out to the crew here. Everyone's filming like how they filmed the Lord of the Rings right now.
Absolutely. Peter Jackson's actually in the corner right
Peter
now.
Jackson's here?
He's doing motion capture for something later, a secret to be determined.
Is Gollum here by chance? Is he in the back?
He is. He's hanging out in the back. He's
Oh
actually
my
mixing
God.
drinks for us all right now.
I would love to be your precious, please.
We're going to have a Cro-Magnon rocktail after this, if you catch my drift, which I don't know what that means. Anyways, we're going to continue.
We'll show you. Don't worry. We'll show you.
Okay.
You go forward.
I am. I also go backwards, too. It's crazy. I got
Oh my God.
That's how it works. That's how it works, gentlemen.
Gyrate as well.
I've got a lot of range, you know, and I'm not just talking about home on the. All right, so you guys have been incredibly busy this year. I'm sorry. That was a dumb joke even by my standard.
Keep laughing. Keep laughing.
I have to. I'm sorry. You guys have been incredibly busy this year with the shows that you've been playing. As I previously mentioned, you guys have been really getting out and getting into the Bay Area music scene full tilt this year. And who are some of the favorite bands that you've been able to share a stage with? I know you mentioned FIFA Fum earlier. And what are some of your other favorite Bay Area bands that you guys think deserve a little more recognition? Or that you just want to put on the spot while you have a hot microphone in your hand?
Well, first of all, we have to shout out one of our greatest homies ever is Fist Fight with Traffic. They just dropped a record recently as well. It's just so beautiful. And maybe we are a little biased because their bassist also played with us for quite a while. Logan Littlefield, we love you. Matt Gracias, we love you. Kyle, Maddie, we love you. Grublin. Grublin is another big band. We love Grublin.
Squad.
What about you, Steven? Do you have a band who you think's underrated? Come on.
I like Kilroy. Who else?
Yeah. Who else? Go on.
He's like, no, that's it.
Kilroy.
All right, that's enough. Louis?
That's perfect. Solid shout out, sir. What about you, Louis? Who you recommend? Who you telling people to go check out these days from the Bay Area scene?
Maybe Tectonic.
Yes, they were on the show.
They were just on here.
They were
At
just
What's
here.
Poppin'. They were fantastic, and the applause they gave when you guys were mentioned as the next episode, they were incredibly sweet, incredibly excited to hear your guys' name get brought up.
Yeah, they're wonderful friends. They've been super awesome.
I hear there was a full-blown brawl on stage between Cameron and himself.
Well, you know, sometimes we got to fight our own demons, and sometimes those demons look an awful lot like us, and sometimes it's because I'm drunk standing in front of a mirror at 4 a.m. But either way, you got to fight the demons.
And you
Watch
wonder,
out, Buddy Brunch is coming out.
Exactly. Oh, God, where's that jar at? It's probably going to fall on my head or something like that. Okay, it's safe. Steven's got it.
we got it away from you.
Thank you. Whew.
Do you ever wonder why you're so strong when you look in the mirror and why?
Vegetables. A lot of vegetables, a lot of milk. A lot of vegetables and a lot of milk, which is not true. I eat so much candy, I'm pretty sure I just urinate maple syrup. But that's besides the point.
Oh, yum.
And I'm already sweet enough, they say. So, but enough about me. Tee-hee-hee-oo-woo.
Wait,
We
hold
got
on.
a couple more.
Wait, hold on. We didn't get John Boy. We didn't get John Boy yet.
John Boy, I'm so sorry. I am the worst person. I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave. I'm sorry.
Thanks for having us.
Come back.
I'll come back. I'm just kidding. I'll be back.
How am I going to answer this question if I have no one to answer it to?
Yeah.
Well, we're listening.
I'm back. You've
we
won
love
me
you.
over.
Well, thank you. This is they're way nicer to me than they ever are at practice.
Well, that's because you got the enforcer here now. So better. You think this hat's for show? Come on.
So there's so many bands that are our homies that I'm sure I'm forgetting all of them, and to all of you, I'm sorry for not mentioning to you. But kind of a niche pick. Who's the band we played with? It was like Nucron 99 or something like that.
Oh, dude, Nucron 99 are so Necron. They're so
were
fucking
dope.
awesome.
They were really cool.
Where'd you play with them at?
Knockout.
Yeah.
I think that was also another like weird math rock night with Grublin and Necron, and we played with the Secretary. That's another one of our friends' bands.
Shout out to Secretary. Yeah, I've been seeing you were even playing a little.
I
bit
do play guitar with them.
Also, shout out to Bromf.
Daniel Bromfield, local
Shout out
legend.
to Country Risque.
I was just gonna say Country Risque. You can't bring them up without bringing up Country Risque.
Bong Father. Bong Father. They're also really dope people, amazing people.
No, there's been such a big scene. I feel like doing this show, I get very lucky and I get introduced to a whole bunch of different musical acts. But like every time I see you on a bill or every time your name gets brought up, like you guys make things better. You guys elevate it, and there's just nothing but kind words said about you. So it's nice for you to have the opportunity to say some nice kind words back for your local community because you guys are a damn strong part of that community. So give yourselves a round of applause.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Don't you sell yourself short. None of that humble crap here. Let's get down to brass tacks. Johnny, question you now.
Yes, sir.
Well, crap, now my phone's got to load. Don't you hate it's like you're doing an update, and it's never when you want an update to happen. And we're good. All right, cool. So I know you actually tend to teach music a little bit. You dabble in
do.
some teaching of music as a profession, which is incredible because you're a kind-hearted, very positive person. So I feel like that's very encouraging for a new musician to have that as a teacher. Let's say I walk into your studio and I'm like, hey, I don't know shit. I'm Jacob Schmidt. Let's get to it. And I have some drumsticks. What would you say is the first piece of advice you would ever give someone who says, I want to play the drums?
Just hit the drums because it's fun.
That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need to hear, everybody.
This is a paraphrased quote from my good friend Logan Cruz, who's also a coworker and a fellow drummer.
In Kilroy.
Drummer, very good.
In Kilroy.
Good.
Something that he says is sometimes you got to remind students that like you're literally hitting things with pieces like with sticks, and isn't that awesome?
I love the simplicity of it. Aren't you just? It just feels good, man. Quote: Is it Tony Tone that has feels good? I think that's
not a
what
real
it is.
name.
What is that?
What?
Is that a real name?
Guys, if I got some, even if you don't know who Raphael Sadiq is, you can get the hell out. No, I'm just kidding. I'll show you some stuff after the show. But I think that's it. That's a good important lesson. It's just like, remember, you're doing this for fun because with life in general, we tend to overthink things and get overcomplicated and get overstimulated. So we can really get down to the brass tacks of why you started playing that instrument. It's usually because you're fun. It's not because you're trying to be, a famous musician. Maybe it is, but
It was for me.
well, I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're
wanted-
crushing it.
Thank you.
You're absolutely. I mean, you've made it to Talking Schmidt live at the Complex. I think enough said.
It's fucking huge, dude.
The hat's coming off for that one. All right, it's going back on though. I don't want to expose my bald spot just yet. Anyways, I think that's a good advice. What about you guys? Would you guys have any advice for someone who's looking to pick up an instrument? Not necessarily drums or even yours, but what would you give advice-wise to someone who's like, hey, I think it'd be fun if I learned how to make some noise with an instrument?
Steven and I were kind of talking a little bit about this on the way here, but before the piecemeal. There's a lot of people that become, highly educated, and that's extremely useful. But what it boils down to is you just play what sounds good. And the way I did things, I just learned other songs that I liked, and then I just mixed the chords around, and then I just started from scratch, where I wouldn't mix chords around. I would just start with something I thought sounded good.
No, absolutely.
Just going by ear and remembering, like, having fun. You're not hitting something with sticks, so it's not as cool as drums. I think guitar's pretty lame. It's pretty fucking stupid, but...
No offense taken. As a guitar player, I mean that. No offense taken.
Oh, there's too many fucking guitarists.
Honest to God, you're not wrong. That's the biggest thing.
I think we know that.
We got tiny brains.
There's too many people.
Amongst other things.
Tiny brains and big hats, though.
Oh.
Hey! You know what I'm saying? It's not the only big hat we wear, am I right, boys?
That's right.
I've got another one of these.
I don't.
Piggybacking off of Mr. Zebrasteam's statement.
Shout out Zebrasteam.
Shout out Zebrasteam.
Yeah, Zebrasteam.
I feel like at least what made me look at it in a way that kind of relaxed me was that everyone's end goal, at least musicians, like the very, very end goal. Let's say you're doing, practicing, doing whatever you want.
Right.
What the end goal is that you're not going to be thinking about it. You're just
Absolutely.
doing music. So why not start not thinking about it now?
Yeah. No, 100%. I think one of my favorite quotes that I always say is play what you feel and feel what you play. I think if you start with that, you'll probably be off to a pretty good point. What about you, Victor? What do you say?
You just got to create, man. The minute that you start thinking about what you're creating is the minute that you stop creating.
Yeah. No,
And
absolutely.
That's the bottom line.
No, one of my favorite, they used to do those live at Abbey Road sessions on like BBC or some channel.
Yeah,
They were great.
dude.
Queens of the Stone Age, Live from the Basement, all that stuff. But there was a live at Abbey Roads with Gnarls Barkley, of all people. And it was just CeeLo Green singing, just Danger Mouse on the keys, and then the former guitar player for the Chili Peppers, Josh Kauflinger or whatever, on a guitar and like a little synthesizer. And they played 3 songs, and it was the most haunting set ever. But they have this quote where they say, like, the best time to capture a song is the very first time you perform it. And I think that plays into what you're saying of, like, don't think about it. Just know what you're going to play it. And he's like, and if you're able to record it that very first time, it's probably the best you're ever going to get it. And then you're just trying to recreate that moment every time afterwards, which, welcome to life, kids. Welcome to my life. $10 if anyone knows who that is in the chat.
Schmitty.
Thank you. Yes? No. Oh, I thought it was a question. My fault. The hardest part about being in a band is managing how to keep producing while dealing with this stupid thing called life that gets in the way. Am I? I am, by the way. What would you say?
Hey guys, I'm here already. Okay, we'll just wait. It's fine. You said 12, but I'm here. Just wait outside the house. It's fine.
This one's going to you, Steven. What would you say is the most important element to keep a band happy and productive?
At least one of you has to be willing to shut up and do what you have to do. If you have to go to Oakland and pick up your guitars, you have to go to Oakland and pick up your guitars, or it's not going to happen. That's it. If you have to load in all the drums in your car, you have to load in all the drums. If,
Yeah.
It's just you have to suck up a lot of things just to get a stupid practice going.
Yeah, let alone the scheduling, but then just the physicality of getting everything together. Like you said, you just got to do it. You just got to shut up and do it. If it's something you want to do, it won't be a hassle. Like
you have to just make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
It will be painful no matter what you do.
And sometimes if you realize that if making it work isn't necessarily for you in that lane, maybe then that's how you realize, oh, you know what, maybe I should go pivot to something. I hear they're looking for local people to play on the soccer team in town, or there's a crochet club perhaps. Learn how to macrame some bike shorts. Whatever you want to do, find your lane. But I think most people in music, they do it because they love it. And you guys are definitely a prime example of that. There is so much love and fun going on in your music. Now, I know you guys are fighting each other and drinking and swearing and smoking off stage, and you guys do a pretty good job of keeping that under wraps. So I'm throwing the steam out of the kettle a little bit here. But I like what you're brewing. All right. I don't know where that came from, but it felt right. So we're going to pivot now. There's a little segment on my radio show. Hey, that's my name, Jacob Schmidt.
Schmidt.
And these are Blue Comma Indeed. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at Blue Indeed
I'm
Band.
Right now, we're Jacob Schmidt.
Right now, you're Jacob
Dude,
Schmidt. Hey, we're all Jacob Schmidt.
I'm Blue Indeed, though.
That's my baby, boss. Whoa. All right. That's a reference to an old Eddie Murphy movie. I do a segment on my radio show called This Day in History, where I talk about things that happen in the music sphere over the course of time. Usually I go far back, but for these two questions I got coming up, they're actually relatively recent and pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. So let me go ahead and put my glasses on.
Lay it on me.
In 2023, this day, September 3rd, 2023, an album sleeve signed by all four members of Led Zeppelin sold for $19,000 at auction, despite not actually containing a physical record. The cardboard sleeve of the 1973 album Houses of the Holy was only estimated to sell between 1,200 and 1,800 euros. Items signed by all band members are incredibly rare due to John Bonham's passing in 1980 and the subsequent dissolving of the band shortly after. I mentioned that because I was at Outside Lands one time and I was watching the Black Keys, and the Black Keys were a very big influence on me growing up. I loved the attack and the aggression and the simplicity of it all, then the White Stripes. So it was like the second time I saw them. At the end of the show, Dan Auerbach flicks his guitar pick into the crowd. I see it coming. It's like a movie. It's slow motion. It hits me. And I'm like, oh no, I fucking dropped it. Stuck to the forearm.
Oh,
Black Keys.
so beautiful.
The pick he used the whole set. That is my most prized musical possession. It is a very special moment in my time. It was the best concert I've ever been to as well. So many things. That being said, do you guys have any kind of keepsakes or special items from shows? It could be a guitar pick or a set list or even just a piece of instrumentation.
Oh, yeah, we
guys
got
love.
you.
Forget about the set list.
Oh, go ahead, please.
We got you.
Go ahead. What you got? What you got? Lay it on.
We are such huge fucking fans of Deerhoof.
Yes.
And when Deerhoof came through, we waited anxiously by the edge of the stage, waiting for them. And
waiting hand and hoof.
Oh my
God. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Honestly, guys, I'm really sorry, but that was fucking hilarious.
And John Boy and I were able to get two separate halves of Greg's drumstick.
Oh, what?
And there's a picture where we look so ridiculously fucking stupid, happy.
I've never been
just holding the stick.
Now, important question: hamburger or hot dog split?
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I was like, because if it was like split hot dog down the middle,
But knowing Greg,
that's
he
pretty
would.
hot.
Oh, but I also
classic Greg.
because we've seen them 3 times.
We've seen them a bunch of times now.
That was the second time we saw them. Third time we went and saw them, I went up to the stage and I asked the dude who's I don't know, sound guy, something like that, security.
Probably. Somebody breaking down.
I asked him, hey, can I have like the set list? And he was like, sure. So he handed me the set list and I kind of tucked it into my shirt and walked it out of the venue because I didn't want.
Like it was contraband or something. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, he's got a piece of paper.
Dude,
the band wants that back.
Dude, no, Deerhoof fans go crazy for Deerhoof.
Yeah, dude, we love Deerhoof. They were in the crowd, which I'm really, I'm not surprised, but also just you never really see because honestly, Deerhoof represented a really huge shift in our sound. As soon as I think one of the first songs you heard was "Life Is Suffering," we heard that song and we were like, oh, we got to do this shit.
Yeah.
Dude, this is what we're doing. And ever since then, we've been kind of like using them as a guide as to like, oh, this is fucking possible. We could actually do something like
When
this.
you hear their style of music, like them, King Gizzard's another band that really does it for me. It's like every time they release an album, I'm like I'm still my favorite show. One of my favorite shows I saw was them in 2017 when they did the 5 albums, and it was just crazy to think that.
I think I was there
At the one at the Warfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was Amyl and the Sniffers was the opening. I think it was their first U.S. tour, too, and I could have cared less about Amyl at the time, which is unfortunate because I absolutely fucking love them now, and I've seen them a handful. I've seen them like 3 or 4 times. But I was like, yeah, get out of the way, punk band. I want King Gizzard to play Polygon Wannaland, and then they opened with Crumbling Castles, and I swear to God, the building was going to collapse. Like, I had never felt a theater just bowing like that. Like, it was a 747 Boeing.
What about y'all, Steven?
we got a light dim for the horrible joke. There we go. We're on brand. Thank you, Alana, for keeping me honest. What about you guys? You guys have any special keepsakes or mementos, tokens from your concert days?
2. At the Deerhoof show, I saw the singer brushing her teeth in the bathroom, but I didn't take anything from that.
Not her
the
toothbrush.
Sensation of knowing they have good dental hygiene.
Yeah, this dental hygiene. And the second one, I saw Tobacco in Chicago. Tobacco.
Oh, that's right. I remember you mentioned them on when I had you on the radio show. That's
Zebra
right.
Steam, yeah, I saw Tobacco in Chicago, and I got pictures of me in the photo booth at that venue in Chicago. And
Not with Tom Peck.
I was looking pretty handsome. I was looking pretty good in those pictures. That's why I kept them.
Oh, absolutely. And you're only aging like a fine wine, brother. Let me tell you right now. You guys, to put it lightly, couple pieces of ass on the couch, everybody. And they're selling. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm aging up.
I mean, I could.
I mean, let's
That's
see
up
how
to
the rest
you.
of the set goes. Like I said, once you guys get that $1 billion record deal that comes from all the executives that watch this show, maybe you don't have to.
That's
maybe
all
you
we're
could
waiting
just-
for.
Maybe you could just keep this rock and roll dream alive a little bit, which I am a big fan and supporter of.
These shorts are tight.
They are. Dude, I'm sweating in these goddamn pants. They're painted on me. I feel.
Take them off. Go on.
All right, hang
Go
on.
on. Oh, you're painted on.
That's how you get off of Twitch. You got to check my OnlyFans called Only Schmidt.
Only Schmidt.
Only the Schmidt. Just the Schmidt tip.
Nothing but the Schmidt.
Nothing but the Schmidt. Nothing but the Schmidt, the whole Schmidt, and the whole of Schmidt. Hey, sometimes we're on a fire. I got one more this day in music history for you guys, and this one was back in 2022, where a tribute concert was held in London, England on September 3rd to honor the late great drummer for the Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins, who had passed away a few months earlier. I think it might have even been like a month earlier that year. Sir Paul McCartney, members of Queen, and ACD were among the many rock royalty to jump on stage and play at Wembley Stadium, as well as Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age, Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen's son, who came out and played the best Eddie Van Halen songs I've heard in the last 10 years, and Liam Gallagher, just to name a few. That being said, we'll start with you, John, and we'll work our way down to the end with the captain out there. What is the best concert that you have ever seen with your own eyes? And tell me, is it Deerhoof?
It might be.
Yeah?
I wish I hadn't gone first because there's an answer, but it's not coming to mind right now.
That's all right. You still got this whole interview.
Black Midi.
Oh, Black Midi was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I saw Black Midi twice.
How was that?
Oh my god! The second time, like I was looking up their set list. Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah.
I was looking up their set list online, and I was like, all my favorite songs are the ones that they never play, and they played all my favorite songs. And the drummer, I'm obsessed with Morgan Simpson.
Of course.
He does this thing where he turns his drum kit to the side. Instead of being on the back of the stage, he's on the side of the stage, and you can see everything he's doing. And I was just constantly watching him, and he was blowing my mind. I was like, how the hell are you doing that?
Planting
with your
TNT
limbs?
into my brainstem.
It was quite an education, I'm sure.
But yeah, that was so probably that one. Jordy Greep was another one that was really good.
Oh, dude, yeah, that last Jordy show, was that in May?
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible.
He's been on the list. I was so bummed when I missed that Black Midi show because you were like, "Oh, I'm going to that," and I was like, "Oh, I should I'll get it next time."
And then they break up.
And then they're like, "Yeah, actually, the hell you will." I was like, "Fuck, that's all right though." But their records are incredible, and if you like what you see here, cranked up to 1,000,000. No offense.
Oh, dude.
I mean, Black
Dude,
Midi.
they're fucking wizards.
They are
it's
absolutely
true.
wizard, and that's coming from a dude wearing a wizard hat. So you got to take that shit seriously. Louis, who would you say is the best show you've ever witnessed with your two own ojos, good sir, your eyes?
God, I'd have to say, besides Deerhoof and besides the Tobacco Show, because I already used those answers, I'd say we saw The Residents a couple years ago.
Dude.
First half of the show, it was not a musical performance at all. It was a feature film that they had, and I feature-length film.
Feature-length.
Jesus Christ.
It was called Triple Trouble, I believe, and it was
Yeah.
about someone's parent dying and telling the person, hey, you got to be famous, and then they failed to do so. I can't. It's hard to discern.
It had something to do with Sutro Tower.
So,
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Dear God. How long was this full-length feature film before?
It was about
feature
an
length.
hour and a half long film, and then they played for an hour and a half.
That is crazy. And you said this band is called who? The Residents?
The Residents. Oh, my
Residents. All right. I'm gonna. Is that Resident with a T or with a C E at the end?
With a T.
Okay.
Yes.
Residents. Got it. Got
Double
it.
Shot.
They are dwelling.
Double Shot. That's one of my favorite songs by them.
Double Shot with the Residents. I mean, it's a cover, but
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. We'll keep that.
But
one
it's
up.
so fucking. It's a man's or what is it, Man's World?
It's a Man's World.
Yeah, that's a fucking great.
I mentioned earlier that when I first joined Blue Indeed, they introduced me to a bunch of pretentious, horrible avant-garde shit.
Yes.
And Residence is like the worst of it.
That's kind of the top of the list next to Beefheart.
The worst of the best. The best of the worst.
Steven?
What about you, Steven? What would you say is the best show you've ever seen with your own two eyes?
Model Actress 2 years ago. It was one of those shows where I've never heard of them before. I originally went for a band named Lily, whose drummer is dating, or maybe used to be dating Miley Cyrus. It doesn't matter. I didn't
Shout out
know
Miley
who they
Cyrus,
were.
you know?
Shout out.
Shout out.
But so Model Actress was playing, and I didn't know who they were, and all I see is just these dirty New Yorker men with nice Carhartt pants and jeans, and they start playing what sounds like house music, but it's a band, but it's house music, but it's a band. And
The
the
house
singer's
band.
not there yet. It's just a three-piece, bass guitar and drum, and they start playing some heavy house music, but with band stuff. And then out of nowhere, this singer walks out with a gray suit, and then the biggest diamonds, like necklaces over here. In the back, the suit is open, so you get to see like some type of thong thingy
A little bit of whale tail going on.
Big old
Borat
heels.
situation.
And he has very well taken care of hair and then a beautiful mustache, but not in a, Freddie Mercury way. And he just goes up on the stage and is walking around speaking the most horrifying words you've ever heard, but it's on top of house music. And he walks up to people and puts his head right
Gets
up to your
right
face.
into it, yeah.
He walked up to me, made it look like he's going to kiss me. I was smart and went like that. I went like that. Sorry,
Then
I
I
didn't mean
kissed
to do
him
that
on
with
the
a mic.
It's okay.
But yeah, that's the best show I've seen. Just the best pleasant surprise I've had in my whole life.
No, absolutely. And sometimes just like the what the hell aspect of walking into a show. I guess I just saw these guys on Monday, and there was a band called DMBQ, whose shirt I almost wore tonight, but I just looked so damn good in this shirt. I couldn't take it off. And I also didn't want to sweat through these t-shirts. But DMBQ, they were a noise band. They were a three-piece band from Japan, and they were so humble on stage. And they were like, okay, everybody, we're going to get real loud. So if you don't like being real loud, go outside. And it was like, I'm trying to tell you, because it was the loudest, most insane, chaotic, just ADHD fuel-ridden speed acid trip of my life. And it was so much fun. I bought the openers merch. That's how good they are, everybody. I bought the openers merch and then bought the OC's merch. That's how good they are. So check out DMBQ if you want some new stuff. But what about you? What about you, Mr. Victor? What's the best show you've seen with your own two eyes, sir?
There's just so many. Obviously, we named Black Midi and Jordy Greep, but I'd have to say for sure in 2021 I saw St. Vincent for her Daddy's Home tour.
Yes. What a great record.
And obviously, I play her guitar. She's kind of like my absolute fucking guitar god.
She's mommy. She's mommy.
She's mommy all day. But definitely a religious experience being able to watch her play all of my favorite songs in the crowd. She's right there, dude.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I'm literally in the same room as this magnificent soul.
Yeah.
Playing beautiful music. Everything from
it was at the Greek as well, so
really?
it was just the fucking sound, and it was nice and cold, and out in Berkeley, it was just, it's hard. It's really hard for something like that to live up.
Yeah, well, especially on that album too, because she was just so goddamn incredible on that record and completely just molded her sound into something new yet familiar, which is nice. Don't miss out on that, John, just because you want to.
Yeah, get over here.
You don't have to.
Come on, get in here.
Back of your leg is warm.
I don't even.
There we go. And that's how brotherhoods are formed, everybody.
We're forming right now.
Are we forming right now?
I think we're forming.
I think we're terraforming.
Oh shit! I formed.
Louis,
That's form fitted, is what these shoes are.
Louis, will you untie my shoe?
Will you untie? There you go. You got to make sure he's covered.
You're doing it pretty slow right now.
Look at that. Oh man.
Thank
See,
you
this is
for
going on
giving
the
the shoe. This
OnlyFans
is
right here,
really-
everybody. This is
This is
what America
only
wants.
feet, really.
Look at them
Thank you.
ankles.
Ah.
There he is.
I forgot.
what?
No
Oh,
ankles
yeah.
on stage. I forgot.
What are on your bald eagle socks? It took me a second. I was like, what is
They're
that?
buff as hell.
They're buff eagles.
Zoom in on that shit.
This
They're
is
nothing
my
bald about
dream,
that, baby.
Dream physique.
Oh, they are buff as hell. Look at that. Look at this.
Look at him.
Look at this guy. He's buff as
There
hell.
we go. I don't know how to interact.
There we go. No, that's perfect. You got it right
the
there.
camera.
Beautiful.
I think we should take a moment to acknowledge that he only has one.
The other one's just normal
It's just a regular
It's all right.
sock.
Sometimes you got to roll with what you got. But I'm
He's
telling you,
eccentric.
look at those calves, everybody.
But,
the toe work on that, everyone.
Ooh.
This guy
We're
does
next level
jujitsu.
here. This might qualify as too hot for TV, everybody.
I
That's
run.
why we're on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why we're on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all
Oh,
the fun
yeah,
things.
baby.
Let us know in the comments what you're watching on. If you're watching us on our YouTube live stream, if you're watching us on the Instagram feed, if you're watching us on twitch.tv/thecomplexsf, fucking tell us in the chat, please. Please? For the love of God, please? It's hard to be me some days, but it's also the best. I got 2 more questions for you guys. Now, let's just say there's a hypothetical end of the world situation, and there's a madman who has his finger over the button and says, I'm doing it. I'm wiping out the earth. The entire earth is gone unless you guys change the color in your name. That being said, what color would you change your name to if it wasn't blue, comma, indeed?
Yellow.
Or would you just let him say, you know
I
what?
said yellow too.
Wipe it clean. I don't care. We're not changing.
I mean,
Yellow we-
Steven and I definitely thought yellow.
Yellow.
Well, I mean, we did dabble on the P talk a little bit earlier, so
Oh.
that would be on brand for this.
It's very on brand.
For sure, so.
Mint or periwinkle?
We can't do mint.
Ooh, what?
Perry-
Why not mint?
It's a band.
No, mint indeed.
Mint, comma, indeed.
We'd be mint indeed.
Periwinkle? Now, what color is periwinkle?
It's like a.
It's a blue.
It's like.
Actually, fuck you. It's very. It is very fucking close to your goddamn shirt. Okay.
This shirt is not periwinkle. In the
Did I say it was periwinkle? I said it was
You
very
said-
close.
So y'all know your colors like that? Come on.
This is
Come on.
what it's like.
What are you doing if you got that much time to know each?
It's like I'm
and
talking
every
to a
shade of
fucking
blue?
box of crayons over here, everybody.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on? Is it
Periwinkle.
fucking-
Bunch of
hey.
fruits.
Periwinkle's a beautiful
it's
color,
not me.
and it's like purple. It's nothing like blue.
It is so close to blue because guess what? Blue's in purple.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry.
Thank
Can't say
you.
It's purple and nothing like blue.
Thank you.
That's
Wrong.
like saying we're having bacon and eggs, but it's nothing like breakfast. I'm like,
don't
well,
even,
is
don't
it
even
though?
listen to him. Can
Is
can we just mute his mic? You know.
We don't.
George, we're
need
gonna
to
go
do
ahead and
that.
just.
You know, we don't know that it's not muted.
That man, talk about a great prank. I got to remember that for one of these bands that maybe ones I don't like as much as you guys, which is not possible because I love all my bands the same. They're like my little babies.
Yeah, they're like
But
your
us
children.
a little more though, right?
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, like I said, you guys legitimately were one of the first bands I thought of when I was doing this show. I was like, I want to support my friends. I want to support the community that I absolutely love, and you guys are a big part of that. Like, you're one of the few bands I really try to make an effort to go see. Not because I don't want to go see other people's bands, but my time is very limited. I'm very busy doing either this or work or life and so forth. But whenever I see you guys are around and I can make it happen, it's an easy decision. So I recommend you guys do the exact same whenever Blue, comma, Indeed is in your town.
And we love to see you. We play better because you're there.
No, absolutely. Whenever I know when Cole and I are there, and we're out front smoking a joint or something like that, you can really feel that energy coming from us, which is a very lazy, a malaised energy due to the joint, but energy nonetheless. AC maybe not so much DC. I don't really know about currents or anything like that.
Are you alternating?
Oceanographer.
Current.
Are you alternating? You direct. Schmidt.
current.
Think about it.
I think I'm. You know what? It depends on the day. Most days I like to think I'm a DC, but I'm probably more of an.
You're like a power AC, right?
Whoa.
A power AC. Well, I've got something to look forward to as I need to become more of a power DC, I guess, which I think was the position I played in football in high school. Final question for you guys, and then we're going to get you back up on the stage here to play another couple songs for us here. What's next for the Boys in Blue and Indeed? I heard you guys mention something about some new music coming your way titled...
Degenerate Pop.
Degenerate Pop. Do we have a potential date for when that's coming out? A rough time? Is it coming out this year, next year? Or who the hell knows? Why are you asking?
We really want to get it out this year. So if anybody wants to comp us some studio time, please
Give
let
us
us
money.
know. Give us some money.
Give us
Money, please. Money.
'Cause Steven is an absolute like genius. Like a lot of the song, like we played 4 new songs tonight, and none of them had bass lines. And in the matter of 3 weeks or something like that, he came in, wrote brand new bass lines. So imagine what we can do in the studio.
Look at it like a stock.
Exactly.
Like a promising which camera? This one?
Yes, that one right
Look
there.
at it like a stock. You're investing in the future of it. You believe in the future of it. It's like AI. It's taking people's jobs.
It's growing.
That's what they say. So you're gonna invest in it because they said they're taking people's jobs. We're taking people's jobs.
Well, we're taking your job.
Taking your job, absolutely.
You can pan out now, thanks.
Steven's shirt is inside out.
Yeah,
But that's
no one knew until you said it. Yeah.
So
maybe it's one of those cool Rick Owens ones where like it's
listen
broken.
here, Periwinkle.
It's not.
Okay, we've had it up to here. We've had it up to 6 feet tall with you over here today.
I'm over 6.
He's
You want to
over
talk about
6
that
feet.
song you wrote about Mike Tyson?
He's 6.
Wait, there's a song about Mike Tyson.
I wrote a song that if I were to switch bodies with Mike Tyson, then I would definitely beat him in this camera. If I switch bodies with Mike Tyson, I would beat him in a fight because I'm in Mike Tyson's body, but I don't have his experience, but I'm much smaller than Mike Tyson. And let's look at it this way. Let's say Mike Tyson in my body beats me when we switch back, then I beat Mike Tyson in a fight. So
it's a win-win, really.
It's a win-win.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a double bind.
So buy your tickets. The fight is this Sunday on Netflix.
This Sunday.
Louis versus
Sunday.
Mike Tyson, main card event.
Mike Tyson might actually these days.
Yeah, I just want a video clip of Mike Tyson saying, "Oh, I've turned into Mike Tyson. I'm Mike Tyson now."
That's what I'm talking about.
We're on to something here, everybody. You know what? I got a direct line to Mike Tyson, and I will put in a word for you, sir. We'll see if we can get that cameo going for you. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, Blue Indeed right here on the couch. Give yourselves a round of applause. We thank you so much for being here. You guys are incredible. You guys are an absolute blast. And this is one of the easiest interviews I've ever had to prep for. I just knew I was going to have a blast getting to talk with my friends. So it's very nice to hang out and talk.
Likewise,
with you guys.
Schmidt.
Steven, you are now friend for life. It's very good to meet you, buddy. And I'm happy you're here with them. This is the best you guys have ever sounded. And you guys sounded amazing before.
Grazing
on the good stuff. I believe that's an old time.
A moo indeed, if you will.
Hey, and I will. All right. Guys, I'm taking this fucking hat off. We are going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then we're going to go right back to the boys in blue, Indeed, right here. I am Schmitty. This is Talking Schmidt live at the Complex. You're on twitch.tv/thecomplexsf. Don't fucking go anywhere, okay? Take it away, guys. We're cutting to commercial.
One day there'll be no more races. All my folks to say. Facts. Get out that bathroom stall, yeah. And your friend. When I go white, it's just a needle and some gel. Okay, go on, but I go down. I think you've done enough today. A lifetime, some more and more. I think you've done enough today. Today. you've done enough today. Our lifetimes are foreign more. I think you've done enough today. Today.
Okay, Horde guitars, what they got? They got pickups, and they got these pickups. They got more pickups. Ooh, look at this pickup. Ooh, and they got this pickup, and then that pickup. Ooh, there's so many pickups. Oh, more pickups. Ooh.
Boy, that sure was a lot of fun. Don't you think so, kids? All right, now for our next story on Reading Rainbow. No, I'm just kidding. Take a pick from the books behind us. There's quite the selection here. And there's even fun notes like Schmidt is a liar and secretly loves the Sgt. Pepper's movie starring the Bee Gees, which I can't say I don't dislike that movie, but I haven't seen it. I did see the trailer pop up like a month before she mentioned this, and then she was like, you know it's your favorite movie. And I'm like, is it though? So now, all right, I know what I'm watching tonight. I told you I was going to go home and watch a movie after this. We're going to go ahead and perhaps have a little toke, have a little joke, and we're going to watch. I know, that would. You'll need the toke. I believe it. It's pretty bad, but in the best possible way. Whereas, like, the opposite is happening tonight. We have the worst in the best possible way, Blue Comma Indeed. And they know that's a compliment. They know I love them for it. Thank you for being on the couch with us, boys. They are such a friggin' dreamboat crew to be around, and just the most handsome son of a guns with the most vivacious hip movements I've ever seen in my life. And I got to step up my hat game because of it. I will say that. But that being said, let me do another quick plug. I just want to make sure and announce this as many times as possible because we love supporting Bay Area music and artistry here, obviously, at the Complex and on Talking Schmidt Live at the Complex. Tabby's Dream, once again, they have some new music that is out right now. Make sure you go check them out on Instagram, Tabby's Dream. And they got 2 songs, Intertwined, Doorstop. Their first ever released songs. It's some good stuff. They are a lot of fun to see live. Make sure you go check them out because this is a band that is on the damn rise. Like a batch of sourdough just rising in the oven to perfection, to crispy, flaky, buttery goodness. Think of the joy that comes with a loaf of bread like that. No, I mean it. Let's talk about this for a second.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful people, beautiful town. Good to be here, San Francisco. Anyways, let's go back to the reason you're here. The boys on stage, the one and only Blue, comma, Indeed.
She's counting in. Okay. 1, 2.
A big cat catch my tongue in their ulterior motive tinted glasses. I can take them and laugh unless I'm acting till I turn about face. That's why I'm leaving. What's not said enough can't be enough. And if you pardon yourself, pardon me, I will not listen. I have nothing to hide from myself. I can't and won't turn this out. And there's nothing to hide, and I still can't find that part of myself that I like to see in you. Causing the pubs, and if you switch it from left hand to right and back to me and offer, I can take them and laugh unless I'm acting till I learn about face and left in passing. It's not my game to play. It doesn't explain why I keep losing. Though I'll unpack my lungs and I'll expect that you'll keep moving. I've got nothing to hide from myself. I can't and won't turn this out when there's nothing to hide, and I still can't find that part of myself that I like to see in you. It's causing 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 more.
Wait, we messed up the entire song.
Yeah, one more.
Can we do another take? Let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I feel good, it's in my life. I feel good, it's in my life. I feel good, it's in either and or no exceptions. Make no mistake. So speechless, I've been gestures taking its place. Not something I meant to tell you, but I'll do it the same. Nothing meant to tell you, ruin I'm certain. I have to know. I have to know. I can't find phrase for tracing across sticks on your lips. I bend occasion, my graceless feet moving towards you. And I have to go and throw it in your face with neither skill nor grace. I have to know. I have to know. you're telling yourself that's devotion. When you're deceiving yourself, you don't need nobody. When you're feeling yourself bursting open, your stomach aside, still holding up the lies. You're eating your words and you're smiling. Your stomach aside, you don't need nobody else until you find someone who won't tell themselves. Twisted around, I still am that helpless. I have to know what I'm thinking. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know. Have to know. Other and are no exception, I feel no shame. Some words are unrequited, volley to and from face. Maybe we can go unbothered, make like we don't mind. Or close to distant, forward, graceful to kiss you. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know. Eyes looking forward to the side when mine align to the sound and the chats are in motion. Speak for yourself and don't mind no one else. The grinding illusion will slip out of our grasp. Those last two were brand new.
Next one in.
No. You can find this. You can find this next one streaming everywhere. This one's called Soothe Green.
Soothe Green, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go into this last song here, I just want to say that was absolutely awesome. We were getting hints of. We were told Roxy Music. Heard a little bit of the Roxy Music vibe from you guys, which I had not originally catch. Shout out to George and the crew in here for coming up with that one. That's a very good catch. You guys do have a very art house kind of energy without being like it's glam rock without sounding like a glam rock band because you have so many other influences that inspire what you guys do. But I just wanted to give you guys credit where credit was due because Roxy Music is fucking incredible.
Hell yeah, dude,
and
we love Rhinino.
Thank you. In the same category as that, I thought you might want to know. I just thought you might want to know. It's a beautiful sound. You're beautiful people. We got two. We got one more song. There's only one, but there's four of you. One song, one host, one show. We're going to go right back to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Soothe Green from the one and only Blue Guy. goddamn indeed. I am just ready to go.
What do you say?
We are going to play this song one instrument at a time, though.
Yeah.
One instrument each 4 minutes at a time.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
With a singing inside to the backbone, and I look down and my head falls back up to me. I could rip from my lips, rip from the set home, nearly escaping omission so soon. I feel it so feel it. 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 Goes because it goes. It goes. It goes. It goes because it goes. It goes. It goes. It goes because it goes. It goes. It goes. It goes because it goes. Like so repeated, don't want it. Accumulated tension and never focus that on. Stop talking. Focus that off. Stop talking. Let to see that. To right intentions if you never using that off. What do I say to you? There's not a word to tell that. Do I say to you? There's not a false attempt that I do I say to you? There's not a false attempt that I do I say to you? There's not a false attempt.
Thank you.
I mean, come the hell on, everybody. Round of applause for the one and only Blue Comma Indeed. They absolutely crushed it. That was everything I'd been hoping for so long. And we got the blue lights now. We got the blue lights. We're covered. Thank you so much. Make sure you give them a follow at Blue Indeed Band on Instagram. Make sure you look them up on all the things where you get your music from to find their Cro-Magnon Boogie and then the Degenerate Pop album coming soon. To be determined when, but coming soon. So keep an eye out for that. I couldn't have asked for a better guest tonight. It was a lot of fun. So thank you so much for them for being here. Thank you, the fine people at home, for taking time out of your busy schedules after a nice long Labor Day weekend to come hang out with us here at the Complex, the best damn recording studio in all of San Francisco. That's right. I said it. I'm looking at you, a different studio in the city that I definitely know a name of. But besides that, The Complex is an amazing place that is very welcoming to all types of musical stylings and all types of people. And we love that about them here. And I'm very honored to be able to do my show with them. We couldn't ask for a better crew. So I'm going to give a round of applause for the crew here. We wouldn't do this without you. I don't know how any of this works. I still don't know how technically a microphone works. It's like that Rory Scovel bit where he's like, you don't even know. It just, all I know is it goes in and then it hits the cable and it's like, just screaming all the way to the PA, and that's how microphones work, as best of my knowledge. So it takes a village. And if you guys want to help support this village, you can go ahead and subscribe to twitch.tv/thecomplexsf. It's only $6 a month, and it goes a long way to keeping the lights on here, keeping nice snacks and refreshments, and everything stocked here to make it a very warm, welcoming experience. It's only $6. That's what you pay for a cup of coffee every day. What are you doing? Make your own damn coffee. But if you want to buy your coffee, that's fine. But make sure you save a couple extra bucks for your old pals here at the Complex SF. I got a very, very awesome announcement. Wait, what is... Today's the 13th. 17th. Today's the 3rd, not the 13th. Thank you, Alana. See, this is why I need to have a team. You guys would be so lost without me. And by you, I mean the crew, the audience, not the crew. They would be fine without me. They could find any annoying schmuck to fill this chair, but they got me. 2 weeks from tonight, we got a new episode, Talking Schmidt, live at the Complex. That was a horrible frame to be caught onto with my hands like that. We got the one and only Thea in studio to rock the fuck out for us. They got an upcoming show later on that week, so make sure you save the date. September 17th, 7 p.m., twitch.tv/thecomplexsf for all good things for the next episode. And also make sure you check out What's Poppin' coming up this coming Monday at 7 p.m. right here as well. And make sure you check out Freestyle Flow Fest. Make sure you check out Infinite Chi and all the other amazing people we have going on here. And of course, shout out to Steve Wardmore. We love you, buddy, the infamous host of What's Poppin' right here, the flagship show. But I think that's going to do it, gang. I think that's going to be a beautiful cork on the bottle that was Blue Indeed at Talking Schmidt live at the Complex. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, go buy their music. Go support them. Go see their shows. Go buy merch. Whatever they got, take it. And give them a little help. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called a callback in the industry if you were paying attention, and I'm sure you weren't. Until next time, I'm DJ Schmitty, a.k.a. Jacob Schmidt, a.k.a. the best damn host of Talking Schmidt live at the Complex. And that was Blue, Indeed. With love. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe, be yourself, and whatever the hell else. Okay, so to end it, it is the outro button. It's an outro is what I hit. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
My fellow humans, and welcome to the Complex here in beautiful downtown San Francisco. I am your pal, Steve Wardmore, and this is What's Poppin', the Bay Area's arts and entertainment talk show. Each episode features hilarious and insightful interviews with local Bay Area celebrities. Also, the people behind the scenes of the coolest venues and events happening in the Bay Area. We have a brand new house band that comes in to perform live for us right here and for you at home on your devices. Join us every other Monday, twitch.tv/thecomplexsf. Be a part of the revolution, be a part of the family, and you never know who's gonna stop by the studio over here.